Hi, welcome back. You are here for day 2 of the 7-day Get Unstuck challenge. Yay. You might be like, girl, you're in the same outfit as you were in the intro and day 1. I know. Efficiency. Okay, I'm recording all of these videos in one sitting, so it's like the same background, same lighting, yada, yada. So I will be looking the same, but hopefully you are here one day later and ready to continue on with this challenge. If you have not seen the intro video or day 1, please do go back and watch those before you proceed, because the order of these days is intentional and it's really important to follow for your success in getting unstuck. But now we're ready and we're going to get into day 2. So today is all about connecting with your core values, which are defined as personal ethics or ideals that guide you when making decisions, building relationships, and solving problems. It's extremely important to know what your core values are and what you want them to be, because they will inform your decision-making and the habits you'll use to reach that ultimate outcome that you want for yourself. And you might be like, duh. Obviously, we have to know our values, but just humor me in giving this intentional thought, because you might be surprised what surfaces when you get really honest with yourself. You might think you know what your values are, or even if you do know them, now you have to consider if you not only live by them, which is another step, but also if you actually identify with them. Because I'm going to drop some knowledge here. There are 3 levels or layers of change. They are number 1, behavior, number 2, beliefs, and number 3, identity. Most people begin a habit change just by jumping right into changing their behavior. And this might work. Sometimes it does, but it usually doesn't stick. It's not sustainable because there are 2 deeper levels that are skipped over. In order to make change sustainable, you have to make sure you believe in the change you're seeking, believe it's possible, believe you deserve it, which might be hitting deep for some of you. I know it does for me. And then you have to identify with that change. You have to identify as a person who believes in and behaves like the version of yourself you want to be. That version that's aligned with the ultimate outcome for your desire that you have for yourself. Does that make sense? So if you right now, going back to day 1's example of losing 15 pounds, if you don't believe that you are capable and deserving of being 15 pounds lighter, of being that version of yourself, then you can't identify as that version of yourself. But if you do believe that you're capable of it, then you can move into the step of identifying as that version. And as you embody that identification, you will then go through with the behaviors of that version of yourself. So it's actually counterintuitive to what most people think when they imagine changing something in their lives. You don't start with behavior, you actually start with beliefs and identity. Let's put it this way. If you want to lose weight, again, going back to day 1's example, there are a host of behaviors you could change, right? And you likely know what many of them are. Most of the time, clients that come to coaching know what they want to do differently. They just haven't been successful at doing them or sticking to them. So the important thing I do as a coach is bring awareness to the beliefs and identity levels that are required for real change. So to lose weight, you have to believe that you can, believe that you deserve to, and you have to identify as a person who is already the weight you want to be. When you make that mindset shift, the behavior of the version of yourself will come more naturally, and it will feel less hard to make the changes necessary. I hope that makes sense. So to get at that super challenging identity level of change, it helps to have clarity around your values. So what would that version of yourself that already has lost the weight value? How would you describe what is important to that person? What values are aligned with what is most important to that version? And if you're struggling to think through this, that's totally normal. Deep thoughts are required, and you should give yourself time to really sit with this and let those thoughts come to light. Your assignment for the day, your challenge, is to determine your top 10 values. Once you've got them, I want you to write each of them down, and then next to each value, also write a statement. That statement will say, I am a insert value person, And you may have to reframe that statement to make sense. So you might say, like, I'm a loving person, or I'm a person who wants to make an impact, or I'm a person who values meaningful connection with others. You get the point. Whatever comes up for you, write down that statement as if you already are the person who values, believes in, and behaves that way. Then I want you to place that paper somewhere that you can see those statements every day. Maybe it's on the fridge, or tape it to the bathroom mirror, or tuck it in the drawer with the toothpaste that you have to pull out twice a day. Wherever you can put it, that it will stay for the remainder of this challenge so that you can begin to shape your identity as the person who lives by those values. Okay? I hope that's making sense. I hope you're feeling good about that. Also, if you need some help to find those values, because you might be like, I mean, I know I have values, but I can't think of the words. I'm going to provide a link for you. I love to use Brene Brown's list of values. I think it's a pretty extensive one, but that should at least help you like get the juices flowing to think of your own values. So that'll be provided for you. Good luck, and I will see you on day 3.